have two types of awra, what's called mughallada and mukhaffafa. And you're going to have some differences in fiqh about this. So if you get into the Hanafi, the Maliki, the Shafi'i, the Hanbali, they're going to have different positions on this. So I would recommend that you look at your own school, whichever school you follow. But in the Maliki school, you have mughallada and mukhaffafa. And the mughallada is the saw'atayn for the male. So it's basically the frontal private parts and then the actual the anus itself. So it's not even the buttocks. And that's why you will find in Aboriginal peoples they would often not cover their buttocks, but they would wear something between the buttocks. And that would be that's the fitra sawa of the earliest people. And then the other position there is between the surra and the rukbah in the Maliki. So it's just below the belly button and just above the rukbah, and that would be in the prayer. So if anything of that is exposed, then you repeat your prayer. And obviously it's sunnah to cover the top and things like that. It's not, it would be makruh to pray like that, but the prayer would be valid. For the woman in the Maliki, it's just below the breast. So the breast is not considered from awra mughallada, it's mukhaffafa. And that is obviously to enable her to breastfeed in situations where other women are around. And then for the mahram, you get into these khilafs about what the mahram can see or not see. In terms of the man, he's not supposed to look at an ajnabiyya other than her face and her hands. And then idamatun nadar is not something, he shouldn't be staring at her or looking at. So when they speak, it shouldn't be like and also the eye contact, intense eye contact is what people in love tend to do a lot of. So it's not good to do a lot of intense eye contact. Dilatory, pupil dilation is a sign that somebody has pleasure in what they're looking at. So the pupil will actually dilate to take in more, metaphorically. There's a lot of studies about that. I mean, that's how they study visual stimulation now. And in ads, when you get in, because a lot of ads are very sophisticated, they will do dilatory pupil studies on ads to see how people's pupils react to the ads. If they're, it's very manipulative, but this is the type of stuff that they're doing. So they know a lot about these things now. So he's basically saying that, that a woman there's an opinion that she can look at a man without a shirt on. And it's not considered awrah. So these are, again, khilaf issues, but a woman should lower her gaze. The man is not obliged by Sharia to cover his torso. So if he's out working and he takes his shirt off, I mean, this is not something that people of muru'ah would do. So, somebody who maintains his self-dignity. So it's considered undignified. In the same way, I mean, this is becoming urf now, so I'm not going to, but it would be considered completely undignified to walk around in t-shirts in any traditional culture. For somebody to walk around in a t-shirt would be loss of muru'ah. And Imam Shafi'i said, if I thought that my muru'ah, my dignity would be diminished by drinking water, I would give up water. So muru'ah was very important for these people, just the idea of dignity, of walking upright, not eating in public, not eating when you walk, ornamenting food, as opposed to just eating to eat. One of the Prophet ﷺ's grandfathers, Abdul Muttalib, when he was out in the desert, if there was nobody to eat with and he was really hungry, he would actually put a rock. He'd find a large rock and he would put it up and he would eat, and then he would throw a piece to the rock because he couldn't bring himself to eat alone. So he would just eat with the rock, just to have the human company instead of being like, you know, because animals, there are certain animals that eat alone. Humans eat together, and they eat in a way that removes that bestial aspect of the food. They don't gnaw at the food and eat from the trough. They bring the food up to themselves. They use utensils. I mean, the hand is a utensil, but they use the plates and all of the. This is all part of humanizing that bestial aspect. So anyway, go ahead. That's what he's talking about there.